Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. So on Friday, I bought 16 shares of Grinder, and of course, it went down just as soon as I bought it, just a little bit. Let's look at some charts. 5 days last week was down 1%, 1 month down 2%, up 36% in the past 6 months. It's about the same as year to date. 1 year up 131%. It's only $23.01. Not a bad price. Of course, just because something's high or low doesn't mean that it's a good price. Really, you have to look at the PE ratio and other things like that. 5 years looks like it was a SPAC. I would have hated to have bought at that point. Anyway, that's the same there. Okay, so it's trending up. From the website, summarize GRINDR is the world's largest social networking app for gay, bi, trans, and queer people. Do your own research. According to this, they are becoming profitable or currently profitable. 9 cents diluted earnings per share for the quarter that ended March 2025. Do your own research before you buy anything that I mention or anyone else recommends or mentions on the internet. One thing that I'm thinking of selling, I'll probably sell later on today when the market opens up, is LVMH, Moet Hennessy, Louis Vuitton. I bought 3 shares of this a couple years ago. My price is about $170. It went up a little bit after I bought it, but it's been trending down. A lot of that is just economic problems, especially in China. They do pay 2.69% dividend yield currently based on the current price, but you have to be careful with that. I own these 3 shares in my Roth IRA, and because they take out tax, some international tax, before this comes into my Roth IRA, I can't write off the loss in taxes that's taken out on this. It's not a big deal, but still something to think about. Anyway, I just don't see this making a lot of money anytime soon. Bernard Arnault, the head of it, is one of the richest men in the world. I think on occasion he's been the richest man in the world. Obviously not while it's been going down. But anyway, I'm thinking of getting rid of that, and I'm probably going to use the money to buy some more shares of GRINDR. GRINDR, unlike other dating apps, if you think about a dating app, most people using a dating app, especially a heterosexual dating app, they're looking for someone to get married to. And once you're married, probably 99% of the people are going to cancel their subscription to the dating apps. So dating apps want to be as good enough to keep people coming back, but not as good that you find somebody and stop being a customer. Now, my understanding, and this is from a discussion that I saw last week on My First Million, which is a great program, great channel on YouTube. They were talking about GRINDR, and GRINDR is a dating app, not where people are looking to find one person to get married to, but to hook up with. And so they have an incentive to pay $40 or whatever it is per month to stay on GRINDR to find people to hook up with. So I think that you may not like that theory, but as an economic model to drive income to a corporation in a market economy, that's a pretty good one. Anyway, that's why I bought it. No other reason. I think that it's starting to make money. It's starting to go up. And I'm a long-term holder of most of my stocks unless I see a change in their fundamentals. Anyway, what do you think? Have you ever... I didn't even know that they were a public company. Do you own any? Have you thought about it in the past? Have you thought about it now that I've mentioned it? I'd love to hear from you. One last thing. Sometimes they have some interesting companies that are not necessarily competitors, but sometimes generally within the same market. and I clicked on Olo there. I've heard of this before, I'd forgotten about it, but it's a company that deals with SaaS software, business to business software for the restaurant industry. And as you can see, it went down on Friday, 5 days, kind of sideways. 1 month, kind of trending down. 6 months, it was trending down, popped up, kind of trending down. Let's look at 1 year. Okay, well, 1 year doesn't look too bad. It's up 90% over the past 1 year. But let's look at 5 years. Oh, not a good chart. Look at that. People were buying it back at what, $45. It's $8.47 now. It made a penny a quarter in the last quarter that ended 2025. So it's become profitable, but just barely. Has a PE ratio of 484. Not really good. I wouldn't recommend that. That would be kind of a yellow. I mean, you might make some money. If you have $17, you might buy 2 shares of it. But I wouldn't put too much money into that. I think my money's going to be put on GRINDR at this point. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you'll hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out my other videos. I do a wide range of videos. I've done some fun ones on coming up with different stock certificates and fantasy banknotes using AI. And that's what I use Gemini AI, which is a product from Google, to create the fantasy stock certificate that I use for the thumbnail. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.